welcome back to MLB The Show 18 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, we got a quality start against Springfield. We did lose the game overall, the team did, but we got a quality start. We only gave up one run, and we even knocked a double to boot. How about that? So, yeah, San Antonio fans mad because I plunked 3 Cardinals, I think he meant to say. We haven't played the Drillers yet, but that is what's next. So, let's get on it.
In the minor leagues, a lost season is never fully lost because any situation can be a teaching opportunity.
Yeah, as far as our second half season is going, we're not doing so good, so we'll just keep playing. Okay, what do we got? What do we need? What do we got? We are finally brushing up against some of our caps on circle change, and that's not good. Hit for 9. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go training on the circle change. Just bump it up a little more.
A minor leaguer hears from his agent.
Yeah, this is nothing terribly different from last year's game. We'll have a contract negotiation probably after the postseason, but it's not going to be too terribly much. I did not realize we are 64 overall now. You're probably the best player on our team for the moment, so maybe that AAA call-up is not too far away. Either way, we're going to play against the Tulsa Drillers next, so let's get it.
Minor League Baseball now on the show as our road trip makes a stop in the AA Texas League. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game weekend series between the San Antonio Missions and the Tulsa Drillers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Josh Guzman, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
So coming to the plate, Henry Urella. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Okay, new game, new team. Let's see what you got.
First offering on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Roll, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way.
Try this low
put your foot
fastball.
On the gas and show up to the yard every day ready
Little blooper.
to go.
Chavez backs up a
Hey,
bit and
not
takes
bad.
charge for the first out. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
You know, Matty, I took a look at this lineup today and getting a chance to talk to some of the guys around the cage. One thing that they preached to me was the fact that they were dead last in the league in grounding into double plays and well aware of the fact that they don't shoot themselves in the foot. They give themselves a chance when they're putting guys on base to drive in runs and not get that 2-for-1 sale.
First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch is popped up, and no one will get this one. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
See what this curveball looks like to you.
Missed with a breaking ball.
Let's not do any more up there, shall we?
The 1-1.
Oh, fastball.
Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Not low so much as it was right down the middle, but
Hey, let her rip one time.
Sure. Let's try that curveball one more time.
Misses for the second ball.
Well, that's not helpful.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
So
that's not helpful.
That
Come
was
on,
kind
Jason.
of a gift to the hitter.
Get your
He's
head in the
up there
game.
Probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously take that one.
Down the first baseline. Ochoa fields it cleanly, and he'll take it on.
That was a little more aggressive of a pitch than I wanted to throw, but we got the out.
Now at the plate, Andy Brignoni. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better
Man,
against
it's the
southpaws
Raleigh
than he does
fingers
against right-handers.
mustache. It's that Rolly Fingers mustache.
First delivery to him on the way. A fastball
Oh,
that he's
no.
way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Hey, go, boys. Make it happen right now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Where do you want this? High and inside. Can do. Let's get it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A fastball
that's about
that just
right.
misses inside.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch in on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
The 1-2.
All right. Second curveball.
Misses, ball
That's not
two.
helpful either.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and use a little showtime and make sure this one gets where I want it to go. Low outside. Come get it.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
I'm not going to do 3 curveballs in a row, man. You crazy?
Hey, you can
The
do it,
2-2 one more time.
Let's go.
Fouled away. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
I'm going to try that circle change. Low inside. You like this.
Here's one that misses
Like it
inside,
just fine,
and the
apparently,
count's
when
run
it's sitting
full now,
outside the
3-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
And a good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2.
Right.
And he
Gotcha
struck him out,
looking.
so he was
Change
forced to
the
make
channel,
9
buddy. You
pitches
got a
that
little too
at-bat, but he'll
comfortable.
take it as the inning is over. We've played an inning, still nothing. Digging in, Kyle Saul. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Right fielder, number 85.
First pitch coming, here it is. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Low fastball. Okay. Do it.
The 1-1 home. Now a flare out toward right center.
Oh, you
In there,
dropped
base
it.
hit.
Come on, second.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And like they say, it'll look like a line drive in the papers tomorrow. And that's an actual line drive. Crap.
Center field, that's a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches. And if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive.
Wow.
Meanwhile, this
3
ball gets
in a
down.
row.
It's a base hit. Run comes across to score, and
Nuts.
they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout.
Oh, short.
Meanwhile, this ball gets
No.
down. It's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get. And boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Stepping in now, Geraldo Gallas, as he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-0 home. Shot to the left. On to first, but it's too late. The first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag. And it looks like we're going to see time called here as he looked to come up a bit gingerly after he hit the first base bag. But from all indications, it looks like it won't be enough to take him out of the ballgame. Standing in, Josh Guzman, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Swing and a miss.
For those keeping score at home, that's like 5 straight base hits.
Damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop up, strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
Swing and a little tapper. Pro, the runner at third. Valenzuela at second. Gallas at first with no outs. Count is 1-2 now. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Yes, he can. Strike 3 called.
Have
and
a
that's
seat.
big out number 1.
Change the channel.
For a look at the defensive alignment for the visitors. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play in this one.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Henry Varela. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. A high fastball is in there.
Hold him right here, guys.
0-1, here's the pitch. Hit down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
Okay. What's to do with this changeup?
Inside.
Nothing.
He might be trying
What
to
you
set
did
him
with
up
that
here
changeup.
1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Uh-oh.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on.
Hey, let's go, kid. One time right here.
And this is
Oh,
swung
no,
out and
that's
missed.
back-to-back
A huge punch out
strikeouts.
there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. Ready for another chance? Bryce Rowe, 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the stretch, hit back up the middle.
And I think this should do
The
it.
second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it
Not an ideal inning, but
as they
we
strand
just
the
have to
bases loaded.
make it work.
Play
Because
2
we
full.
are up
Tulsa's
to
out
bat.
here, 2-0. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jason Parham. 9-1-2 due up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
I had a question about whether or not I was using some particular player's batting stance or not.
First pitch
And
at
the
bat
short
on
answer
its
is
way.
I'm not.
No balls and
I'm
1
just
strike.
using a generic prospect stance because, well, to be honest, I didn't figure Jason would be doing all that well at hitting anyway, so wouldn't bother with a fancy
Shaved the corner with that pitch, but it's
wouldn't bother with a
1-1.
fancy batting stance
These are
anyway
huge
because,
innings
well,
for a team's
he wouldn't be all
morale.
that good a
The
hitter.
pitcher wants to go out
And
throw
I
that shutdown
hasten
inning
to
up,
remind
get the boys
everybody
back
that
swinging the bats again
what's
for a
going on
chance to
here is
capitalize and even extend
I'm
this
still
current
on
lead.
rookie mode, so
The 1-1.
I haven't played enough
Swing and a flare hit toward right.
Haven't
And
played
that'll
enough
get down for a
baseball.
base hit.
played enough of the show for the dynamic hitting difficulty to pick up to the point where
perfect storm right here. This is
the pitchers start throwing me anything other than big fat meatballs.
When the pitcher leads off an inning,
so
with a huge
right about the time we hit AAA or the majors is going to be when the hitting is going to get a whole lot harder, and not just because the pitchers are a whole lot better.
Now, Steve Chavez.
Please bear that in mind.
His first time up.
Fun though it is to be playing a pitcher that's batting like 450 or whatever.
Popped up. Dias over to his left, and there's one down now.
Ah, nuts. Not much I could have done there.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andy Brignoni. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
One of the keys to securing
let's see if we can't do a little better than the last time.
On and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
A ball and no strikes.
Speed up and driving, huh?
Put one inside.
It is a fastball, then off the plate for
Not
a
gonna
ball.
help.
Here we go, guys. Let's go. See you drifting up there.
The 2-1. Doesn't hit the target.
Neither
It's
is
ball
that.
3.
Come on, Jason.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with this off-speed pitches.
Had no business being a
We'll have to keep an eye on him,
strike.
see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
I mean, I'm as willing to admit it as anybody. That had no business being a strike.
Now the
Inside
payoff pitch home.
changeup. Come after it.
And good patience exercise as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Two ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Yeah, that was a little dumb, but
First pitch of the
what are you gonna
at-bat
do?
on its way. There's a swing and a high pop
Make the
up.
next guy
Divine
pop up.
Is
That's
under
what
it,
you're gonna do.
and that's the first out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Kyle Farmer. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Farmer.
Brignoni leads off first with one away.
Hey, be patient, get yours.
I'm after it.
And this is
Oh.
high, a ball and a strike.
Well, I guess that's a little bit of karma coming for me. Oh,
1 and
no. Where were you swinging? You were swinging high and outside, and you were early, so that's just a shame all around, I guess.
Tried to hold up there, appealed down to first, and no swing.
Looked
It's ball 2.
pretty swingy to me, but I guess I'm not the umpire.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking.
Let's try one low, middle of the plate.
Gets him looking for the knees for the
Gotcha. Have a
strikeout.
seat, sir, and get comfortable.
So digging in now, Edwin Crow. He singled his last time up.
Edwin Crow.
What do you got?
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing, and this is hit hard but foul toward the third base dugout. Here comes the 0-1. And there's ball 1.
Hey, get a good one here right now.
No
Oh,
offer on that
geez.
one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches
Oh,
in that
no.
location are tough to do anything with.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Hold hard, but it's
Yoked
foul
that
down the
guy.
first base side.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep
Okay.
that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on
56
plan.
pitches in the third. Business as
Here now
usual.
the 2-2. That's lifted the other way out to
High
left. Moving
fly
under
out.
it, Peterson.
Goodbye.
And the
Thank
inning
you.
is over. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. 3 innings complete. The Drillers lead it 2-0. Standing in, Jason Parham. He reached on a single in his first try.
Mighty Jason back to bat. We even have a runner in scoring position.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line drive to center field.
And we got a base hit single RBI. Jason Parham,
Dan, you know what?
greatest
You'd
of
like
all
to see that from
time.
an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around.
Yeah,
He saw a
no,
pitch he
let's
liked
not,
right there, and
let's
he
not
went
get
at
ahead
it.
of ourselves.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bad hit started.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Steve Chavez as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now the 3-0 offering. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine.
It's a
there,
hard
and
life
walk
for
is the
everybody,
result.
I guess.
Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Ready for another shot now. Boone
Pitcher's life is hard.
as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Moving under it. Pro. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll tie the ball game as the run scores, evening things at 2.
I'm happy about that.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
I would have been a little more aggressive, but that fly ball was just there. I would have been thrown out
Digging
so
in and
fast.
looking for more, Shane Peterson. Last time through was a base hit. Parham on second. Chavez on at first with 2 down. Drilled to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
Oh, well.
So 2 runs on 3
We're
hits,
back to
no errors,
we're back
and
to
2 men left
tie.
stranded.
So
To the bottom of inning number
can't be too
4
bad,
we
right?
go. And we are tied 2-2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Julio Valenzuela. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. A changeup that catches the corner.
hey
for
man, if you
strike
want to
1.
take pitches like that all day, I'm happy to feed them to you.
The windup and the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul.
On the other hand, if you want to get hungry for one of those, how about I feed you a nice little
Set to deliver on
curveball in the
0-2. Here it
dirt.
comes. And he got
Oh, it wasn't in the dirt, but you can have a seat anyway. Get comfortable.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
into the box. Geraldo Diaz. Yes, he'll
Wow.
follow one into the dirt and come up empty for
Why
the
were you
first
swinging
strike.
at that guy?
Hey, we got one.
Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down.
Let's not hang anymore like that, shall we? Think low outside fastball.
Nope. Can't quite
Little
get
too
the low
far
outside corner
outside,
there. It's
little
1-2.
High inside fastball.
2-2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Come on now, big guy.
Change up low inside.
Doesn't
That's
offer
not
the
helping
circle
me
change
either.
There, and it goes full 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat
All
to
right,
now being in
well.
some trouble. Had the
gonna go
count
outside,
0-2, started
or not.
nipping at the corners, and next thing you know,
Nice little
this count
poppy.
stands at 3-2.
Valdez is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Josh Guzman. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. 2 out, nobody on.
Yeah, and if you want to take pitches like that, I'll give them to you all day.
Got him to go after that
On the
one.
other
He's in
hand,
a
if you
quick
want to hack
roll
at
of
pitches like
0-2.
that, I'll give you, you know, I'll just keep feeding you, man.
Why would
You
you
just
change
keep
your
swinging.
approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy
Least
to
I can
try
do
and
for a
drive
fellow
the
pitcher.
baseball right here.
Popped him up.
Let me field it. I want to
there.
field it.
But it's the
I got it.
pitcher that makes the play. And that ends the inning. We go quietly here in this half inning. We played 4 full, and we are tied 2-2.
That made me unreasonably happy.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Henry Varela.
Center fielder, Henry Varela.
Now here it comes. Low for ball 1.
You twitched. You wanted that one. I know you did.
The 1-0. To first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Digging in once again, Bryce Rowe, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Low inside. How about?
The windup and the 0-1. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Change
Now
up
the
low
pitch.
outside.
And here's a changeup in there for a
Oh
full
no!
third strike,
Change
and
the
that's second
channel,
out of the
man.
inning.
He's racking up
You
a
just
fair
got
amount of
caught
strikeouts now out
looking.
there. That's 6 to this point, so he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
In now, Andy Brignone.
Andy.
Swing of the ball hit high in the air,
Uh-oh.
deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. and
Ah,
that ball will stay
dinger.
there, and it's gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, number 10 for him on the year. As they have taken the lead, it's now 3-2.
Rolly finger strikes again.
Hey, when you hit a blast like that, it shows you this kid might live up to the hype. I know he's only in Double-A ball, but with a swing like that, he's got a chance to be a big-time player in the show.
Bye. Have a great time.
Now batting.
Here's
number
Kyle
85.
Saul. As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Here we go now. Let's go.
Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike.
2 strikes.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
I'm after.
Ochoa has it, and he'll step on the bag
Thank you
himself, and
first.
the inning is over. So they pick
Doing
up a
sterling
run on
work
the
out
solo
there.
home run, as that'll give them the lead. 5 innings complete. Tulsa's out in front here, 3-2. Sergio Crespo will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the bases empty.
Yeah, I kind of wish I had gone out there for another hit just because that would have been fun to be a 3-for-3 pitcher. But that's the right call to make managerially. Okay, survey says...
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Drillers used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Josh Guzman earns his 8th victory of the season. Bo Schultz wraps it up for the save, his 31st of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show.
Well, that one's on me. I gave up the dinger that gave him the lead. So until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.